So normally yoga is practiced in bare feet. I don't expect any of us to take our shoes off with this surface today, but if you can come with a closed tied shoe, that would be great. So you can sit back in your chair so that you have the support of the backrest. Rest your hands on your thighs, and then just close your eyes. Breath in, breath out. So we use the first few minutes of class to transition from our work day, our normal day, and begin to focus on our yoga practice. And the easiest way to do that is to focus on the breath. So gently begin to deepen the breath. When you inhale, expand through your abdomen, your ribs, your collarbones. On the exhale, draw everything to heart center. And we're going to practice breath practice for awareness today. So start with a few deep, nourishing breaths and generous exhalations. As you slowly inhale, feel the inner space in your body, belly, ribs, and chest open and widen. As you exhale, allow your body to rest. Release any stress from your day. As you continue to breathe, allow your breath to become quieter and calmer. It may become quite subtle. Lightly focus on the sensation of your breath, feeling your inner body expand on your inhale and then soften on your exhale. If any thoughts arise, simply notice them and allow your attention to return to your breath. Take this opportunity to set an intention for your practice today. It could be a short prayer, a mantra, an affirmation. And then we'll blink the eyes open and begin our physical practice. So take your chin and draw it over towards your right shoulder. Come back through center and make your way over to the left. Through center. We'll take 2 more rounds. To the right and to the left. Through center, to the right, center, and to the left. Come back through center, and now we take the right ear towards the right shoulder. We rise up through center, left ear to left shoulder. Through center, 2 more rounds, right and left. Rise up through center, right, through center, and over to the left. Rise up through center. We're going to inhale and shrug your shoulders up. Exhale, roll them back. 2 more. Take your left hand over to your right knee. Reach your right arm either to the seat of the chair or the back of the chair. Come into a twist. Unwind from the twist. Keep your left hand where it is. Inhale your right arm overhead and then side bend over to the left. Lower your right hand on your left knee and fold forward. So looking down at your feet. We rise back up to sitting so we can keep the right hand where it is. Reach your left hand to the seat or back of the chair and we twist left. We unwind from the twist. Keep the right hand where it is. Inhale the left arm. Exhale, lean over to the right. And now we lower the left hand to the right knee and fold forward. We rise up to sitting. We're going to take the arms out to the sides and then bend the elbows, palms facing forward. These are called goddess arms. So we're going to inhale, look up, draw the arms back, and then exhale, fold forward a little bit so your gaze comes down towards your belly and your elbows come together and touch, or somewhere thereabout. So we inhale, draw the elbows back, look up, open the chest, and then exhale, fold in. Draw the elbows together. 1 more time. Inhale, open up. Exhale, fold. So we're going to rise back up to sitting. Stretch the arms out to the side. We're going to come into eagle arms. So we're going to draw the arms together. Right arm underneath the left. We're going to cross the elbows. And you can either take the back of your hands together or wrap your forearms and take your palms together. From here, we're going to inhale, take the arms up, just like we did. Exhale, fold forward, draw the elbows in, bow the head. 2 more. Inhale, lift up, open the chest. Exhale, fold. 1 more round. And if you haven't figured out by now, what we do on one side in yoga, we do on the other. So we rise back up, stretch the arms back out, and now we take the left beneath the right, cross the elbows, maybe back of the arms, maybe the forearms, the palms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Back up to sitting. We stretch out the arms, and now we're going to sweep them overhead, and we're going to pick up the right knee and then lower it down. Pick up the left knee and then lower it down. If your back is against the back of the chair, come forward in your seat so that we challenge the balance a little bit more, we build the core. So again, we're gonna pick up the right knee, lower it down. Pick up the left, lower it down. Dare I say pick up both? Yeah. Lower down. Right knee up and down. Left knee up and down. So we're going to come to the edge of the seat. And we're going to come into goddess. So we're going to step the feet wide, wider than your chair, and you're going to turn your toes out. So these are goddess legs. So we're opening through the inner thighs. And then these are goddess arms. So we're going to walk the right foot in, walk the left foot in, close the arms. We're going to open the arms, walk the right foot out, walk the left foot out, walk the right foot in, left in, arms close, arms open, we step out, in, together, take one more, out, in, together. So we come back to the edge of the chair, take your arms overhead, and then transfer your weight through your feet, lean forward, and then maybe pick up your seat off the seat, and then sit back down. So that this is called chair pose. So you're gonna lean forward, press through your legs, lift your hips, and then sit back down. Lean forward, lift up, sit back. We're gonna go two more. Lean forward. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit back. Last one. Okay, so we're gonna come into some more yoga work with our legs. So we're gonna come to the edge of your chair, and then you're gonna step your right leg to the right, outside your chair. And as best you can, reach your left leg back behind you. You might come onto your left toes. So your hips are facing to the right. Sweep your arms up over your head. This is crescent pose or high lunge. And now we're gonna come into a version of warrior two. So we're gonna reach the right arm out to the right mirror. Reach your left arm back behind you. We're going to lower the right arm to your chair or to your left leg, whatever you can find. And then reach your right arm up and overhead. So this is surrender. We're going to come back to our warrior two-ish pose. So right arm to the mirror, left arm reaches back behind you. And we're going to come into side angle pose. So the right elbow is going to come down onto the right leg. Your left hand comes to your left hip. And then look over your left shoulder. And now we'll flow this a little bit. So we're going to rise up and surrender. So the left arm comes to the chair back of the leg. Right arm sweeps up and overhead. And then we come back to our side angle, right arm to thigh. Maybe the left arm comes up and overhead. We surrender. Come back to our side angle, right arm to your thigh, left arm overhead. We'll take one more. Rise back up and surrender, sweeping the right arm over your head. We'll come back to our side angle. And then we'll rise up, warrior two, right arm reaching to the mirror, left arm behind. We lower our hands to our hips, and then we come back to sitting on our chair. And now we change sides. So we step the left leg out to the left. Reach your right leg back behind you. And then sweep your arms overhead. crescent pose. And then we open to our warrior two. So left arm reaches to the side door, right arm reaches to the windows. Sorry, mirror. Yeah, that thing. And now we turn the left palm up and reach back, coming into your surrender. And now we'll come into our side angle. So left elbow to left thigh, right hand to the back of your right hip, and then look over your right shoulder. And now we'll flow this. So we'll rise up and surrender. Sweep the left arm up and overhead. And we'll come into our surrender. Left elbow to thigh, maybe right arm overhead. So we're creating space, fingertips to toes. Rise up and surrender. We come back to our side angle. Rise up and surrender. We come into our side angle. We rise up to our surrender. Side angle. Come back through our Vera 2. So left arm to the door, right arm to the mirror. We lower our hands to our hips, we come back to sitting. And now we're going to stand up and come to the behind our chair. So we're going to repeat some of the activity that we did in sitting. So we'll start with chair pose. So you're standing with your feet hip width apart. And then you're going to keep your hands on the chair for today. You're going to bend through your hips and knees, and then sit your weight back in your heels, so maybe you can pick up your toes, or at least your toes are light. If you feel steady, take your right arm overhead. Lower your right hand down. Take your left arm overhead. Lower down, straighten your legs. Take the right knee up towards your chest. You can stay here, or if you're comfortable, you can reach your right arm overhead. We lower the right hand, the right leg, and change sides. So picking up the left, reaching the left arm overhead. Lower the left hand, the left leg. So we're going to repeat this, but before we do, when you go to stand on one leg, you want to root through all four corners, which means you want to push through your big toe, your pinky toe, and then either side of your heel. And a lot of people, when they're in single limb stance, lose their balance. It's because they're not pushing this part of their foot into the floor. So we'll put your weight into your left foot. So root through the four corners. And this time you're going to draw your right knee up and then take it out to the side. Forward. And out. Forward. And out. And come back forward. Set the right leg down. So again, we're going to transfer the weight to the other side. So put most of your weight into the right leg. And then root through the four corners of the foot. And then draw the left knee up. And take it out. Forward. Out. Forward. One more time. We set the left leg down. So we're going to come into a standing version of downward facing dog. So you're going to rest your hands on the top of the back of the chair and then walk your feet back. Kind of like as far as they go. And you should feel a really nice stretch along your side body. And we're gonna come into mountain pose. So in mountain, the feet are hip width apart. We root through the four corners. We stand up nice and tall, and then float your hands away from your body, palms facing forward. And we spread wide through the hands. We're reaching up through the crown, the top of the head, and we're reaching down towards the floor with the fingertips. And now we'll come into tall mountain. So we're gonna sweep the arms overhead. And you don't want your shoulders up in your ears. You want to draw them down your back. And then your palms are pressing towards one another without moving your arms. And we're going to come into tallest mountain, but today we're going to lower the hands to the back of the chair to help support us. And then we're going to rise up onto the toes. So pick your heels up for tallest mountain. And we'll just do a few of these. So we're gonna rise up and lower. 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna come through some of the other things that we did in sitting. So we're gonna turn to the right. We're gonna keep the right leg where it is. Step the left leg back behind you. And pivot your right heel, or your left heel down. So your right knee is kind of over your right ankle, and your left leg is stretched back behind you. Reach your right arm overhead. And now reach your right arm forward to the mirror. Turn your right palm up. We're going to take the right palm up and overhead. So we come into that surrender shape again. We'll come back to our Vira 2. So the right hand reaches to the mirror. And now we'll reach forward towards the mirror and then take your right elbow to your right thigh. So this is our side angle pose and standing. We're going to rise back up to our Vira 2, and now straighten your right knee. So we're going to come into triangle pose. So you're going to reach forward and then lower your right hand to your right leg. And then you turn your body towards the chair. We'll rise back up to our Vira 2. So bending the right knee, reaching the right arm towards the mirror. And now we'll take the right hand to the back of the chair. We're going to come back to standing. And now we change sides. So now we're going to turn left. So the left leg stays where it is. We step the right leg back and pivot the heel down. So the toes are kind of pointing towards the chair. The left knee stacks over the left ankle. We take the left arm up. And now we lower the left arm to the side wall. We turn the left palm up and then take the arm up and overhead, surrendering. We come back through our Vira 2. We reach forward, taking the left elbow to the left thigh. So side angle pose. So yoga is all about making shapes with our body. And then we rise back up. We straighten the left knee. So we're going to come into our triangle. So now we reach forward, hinge at your hips, take your left hand to your leg, turn your body towards your chair. And rise back up to our Vira 2. Take the left hand to the chair. We come back to standing behind the chair. Pause for a moment. We'll step the feet back. We'll come back to our down dog. make our way back to sitting on the chair. So we're going to go through a couple half sun salutations. So we're going to inhale, sweep both arms overhead. Maybe look up if you can. Exhale, fold forward. So you kind of dive over your legs. Then take your hands to the top of your thighs. Inhale, push yourself part way up. Exhale, fold forward again. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, rise up to sitting. Exhale your hands to prayer. Inhale, sweep the arms, maybe look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway rise with a flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to prayer. One more. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to prayer. We're going to come to the edge of our chair. Step the legs wide. And if it's uncomfortable for you, you can bend your knees. But we're going to take the hands to the hip creases and fold forward. And then maybe your hands come down to the floor. Can't really do this with flip-flops on. Sorry. So this is wide leg, half forward fold. Heel toe, walk your feet in. Rise up to sitting. We're going to cross the left leg over the right. And maybe you can cross twice, so you can hook your left foot around your right calf. It's just an option, it's not necessary. And then we reach the arms out to the sides, and now we draw the left arm underneath the right arm. And again, cross the elbows, maybe your forearms come together, your palms come together. So this is Garudasana, or eagle pose. Sit up nice and tall. Take your arms away from your body, take them skyward. We'll flow this a little bit. So we inhale the arms up, exhale, draw the elbows in, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale. We rise back up to sitting. We unwind the arms. We unwind the legs. And we change sides. So now right over left. Maybe you cross once. Maybe you cross twice. We reach the arms out, right underneath the left, coming into your eagle arms. We take the arms away from the body, take them skyward for a few moments. And now we flow, so we inhale the arms up, exhale, fold in. Inhale. Back up to sitting. We unwind the arms and stretch them out. We unwind the legs. We come back to our half sun salute. So we inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway rise, flat hand to right knee. Right arm reaches back either for the chair seat or the back of the chair. Over your shoulder. We come back through center. We inhale the arms. And now we turn left. We come back through center. We inhale, sweep the arms. And now we're going to side bend to the right. So you can either hold the chair for stability or leave your right arm free and just lean over to the right. We rise up through center, sweeping both arms up and overhead. And now we exhale, lean left. We rise back up through sitting, keeping both arms up. We inhale the right knee up, out, in, and down, left, up, out, in, and down, right, left, last one, right, left, lower your hands through prayer. So we're going to come, under your chair is a strap. There's a few more in the back if you want one. So we're going to come, so you're going to sit on the edge of your chair. You're going to take your strap over your right shoulder and just rest it there. And then you're going to take your right arm overhead and then use your left arm, press your arm back, and then bend your right elbow, and then grab a hold of the strap. Then take your left arm, sweep it behind your back, and find the other end of the strap. So these are cow face arms. And then once you find the strap, you're trying to walk your hands towards one another. And if the strap is too complicated, then just hold your shirt. Now we release the strap, release your arms, and now we change sides. So just take the strap and place it over your left shoulder. Did I go too fast? No.
We were going too slow.
So we take the left arm skyward, then bend your elbow, take your right hand and just press your left arm back a little bit, and then grab a hold of the strap. So hold the strap with your left hand, take your right arm, thread it behind your back, and grab a hold of the strap. There we go. And then once you're there, you want to sit up nice and tall. So you don't want to be folding in. You want to lift your chest, open up. Okay, we'll release our cow face or Gomukhasana arms. We'll sit back on the chair. We're going to continue to use the strap. So we're going to take the strap and loop it around the bottom of your right foot. And then straighten your right leg forward so the knee is straight. And you want to draw the toes back towards you. And then if you can, transfer the belt to your right hand. just rest your left hand on your left leg. Sit up nice and tall. So holding the strap, if you can, with your right arm, with your elbow straight. When you hold it with the elbow bent, you're using a lot more energy. So from here, take your right leg out to the right. So you're still trying to draw back on the toes. You want your toes pointing up towards the ceiling as best you can. You sit up nice and tall. And now we draw the right leg back in. And then transfer the belt to your left hand. And then take your right leg over towards the left. And if you're getting jammed up, you can step your left leg out to give yourself more room. And you should feel a stretch on the outside of your right hip. We come back through center. Release the tension in the arm, lower the right leg. So the good news is that if you didn't quite catch it on the first side, we get a second round to try. So now we take the strap, we transfer it to the bottom of the left foot. And now we straighten the left knee, transfer the belt to the left arm, or left hand. Sit up nice and tall, and then draw the left leg out to the left. So we're stretching the inner thigh again. And now we come back through center. Maybe step the right leg out to the right to give you some room. And then draw the left leg over. You can transfer the belt to the right hand. Come back through center. We release the tension in the arms. We lower the left leg. And set the strap off to the side.
Yay.
Come to the edge of the seat. So we'll come into a variation of pigeon. So you're going to take your left leg and cross it over your right. So your foot and ankle are to the outside of your right leg. And then very gently, you're trying to open your hip. So you're tractioning your left leg towards the floor. But again, it should never hurt. You're in the driver's seat, so you decide how much tension. And then release the tension on the left side. Lower the left foot to the floor. And now we take the right over the left. So the foot and the ankle are on the outside of the right thigh, and then just a gentle compression, right knee towards the floor or away from your body. And then we'll release the tension. We'll come to the edge of the seat again. So another hip opener is to take the bottoms of the feet together and take the knees wide. So this is Baddha Konasana, bounded angle pose. So there's no judgment in yoga. We're not like looking around the room and comparing ourselves to our neighbor. have to work really hard not to judge ourselves. And know that there's a place for everybody in yoga. So we all have different articulations of our joints, we all have different flexibilities and strengths. So our poses aren't supposed to all look the same. And take your hands and slide them to the outside of your knees, draw your knees together, and then slide your feet forward. So this is Dandasana, seated staff pose. So you're drawing your toes towards your face. Sweep your arms up overhead. Sit up nice and tall, so engaging your core. We lower the hands through prayer. We draw the feet back. We're going to step the right leg out to the right. We're going to step the left leg back behind. We're going to take the right elbow down to the right thigh. Take your left arm up to the sky. And then we're going to circle it forward, down, and back, up to the sky, forward, down, and back. One more time. Forward, down, and back. And then change direction. So now we're going to circle it back, down, forward, up, back, down, forward, and up. One more time, back, down, forward. And then as you sweep back, rise up. Reach the right arm to the mirrors. Take your hands to your hips. And now we swivel the feet around, so change sides. So now the left leg is forward, the right arm is back behind. We take the left elbow to the thigh, right arm up to the sky. And now we sweep it forward, down, and back, up, forward, down, back, and up. Once more. And now we change directions. We sweep it back, down, forward, up, back, down, forward, up. Last one. And now we rise up. We take the hands to the hip creases. We draw the legs together. We sit back in our chair. Time check. So we come back to our Shavasana, our final relaxation. So like we did at the start of the practice, you're back against the chair, your hands on your thighs. So hands facing the earth calms the central nervous system. Palms facing the sky energizes, so you always have choice. Close your eyes or lower your gaze. And we come back to the breath. Breath in, breath out. And practicing, at the start of practice, we practice a Dirga breath, a 3-part breath, where you inhale through your abdomen, your ribs, and your collarbones. Now we're going to practice a box breath, which is a 4-part breath. So you breathe into a count, hold your breath for that same count, then breathe out, same count, hold the breath out. So breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath in for 2, 3, 4. Exhale out, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath out, 2, 3, So that count might not work for you. So maybe it's 5 or maybe it's 3. But breath in, breath out, hold out. Hence the box name. Focus on the sensations of your breath until your body becomes calm. Bring to mind someone whom you admire greatly. This can be someone from history, the present, or someone who is close to you. As you visualize this person, bring to mind the qualities about them that inspire you. Allow the experience of this inspirational person to fill your consciousness. As your attention drifts, slowly notice and just come back to the person. Oftentimes, we admire those individuals who reflect qualities that we already have. By meditating on someone who inspires us, we practice gratitude for that person and also reaffirm those inspirational qualities in ourselves. Take a moment to send a thank you to this person and then release them from your mind. Take a few more natural breaths. Breath in, breath out. Recall the intention that you you set for yourself at the start of practice. Become aware of your physical presence. Take your thumb and touch each finger. Draw your hands together in prayer at the front of your chest. This is Anjali Mudra. Mudra is a hand gesture or a foot gesture.